Okay. Nothing says warm, delicious, comforting food this time of year more than a chicken pot pie. And wait till you see the twist that we do with this at the end. Yes, we love the idea of a chicken pot pie, one of my favorite things ever. They go together really quick. We'll make our own chicken. We'll cheat by buying a crust already made. It's okay, because I know most of you are gonna do that. But once we've made it, in all its glory and deliciousness, I'm gonna show you a version that we are now selling for the month of December at Cuckoo's Nest, our fried chicken restaurant in San Diego's Little Italy. Just let me give you a hint. It will bear an uncanny resemblance to the Pop Tarts that our young man Chancey made a month or so ago. Chicken pot pie, Pop Tart? Oh, I say yes, please. But we have to start by getting our chicken cooking, so let's crack on, lads. Those are obviously chicken breasts. We're gonna make a little seasoning for them before they go in the oven. And it will contain some of the same flavors that we're using in our chicken pot pie. The first will be little dried sage, like that. Next will be a little thyme, like that. Little smoked paprika, tiny bit of heat, not much heat. And a good pinch of our BFF, tiny bit more. Mix this, fingers are fine, beautiful. Chicken comes back. We're gonna go to the big sheet pan because it needs a little space. Yes, I probably could have started on that, but that's how I had the chicken, so leave me alone. Backside first, olive oil. Rich, delicious olive oil. Not extra virgin. Save that for special occasions when you're finishing off something. Here, just regular everyday olive oil. And we season, like that. Forgot to do that side. Stupid. My oven's at 4 1/4. These will go in just until they're about 160. I know they say 165, but they'll continue to rise a little bit, and they're fine at 160. Everybody's gonna be great. And if you get sick, don't tell me. Beautiful. All right, boys, say goodbye to the chicken.
Bye, chicken.
This is a pan that's on the heat with melting butter in it. That should be pretty obvious. We're gonna add some stuff. The first thing we will add will be a cup of diced onion, diced carrot, and diced celery. And these we want to bathe gently in the butter and then cook until the onion starts to become a little translucent. And that's probably 3-4 minutes over medium-high heat. So until then, nothing to do. Sit back and relax. At this point, we add a little seasoning. We're back with the sage. That's all the sage I have. Little thyme. By the way, recipes below. Don't have to write anything down. And the smoked paprika again for a little depth of flavor. This we mix. Boy, when those seasonings, those herbs hit the hot pan, they really start to blossom. Give that about a minute. And then one of my favorites, a little vermouth. Give it a little stir. We're looking for most of the liquid to evaporate. Alcohol generally goes with it, but you're left with that great flavor. And if you don't want to use vermouth, white wine will work. If you don't want to use anything, a little chicken broth, it's going to be coming in anyway, so great. And when it looks like that, allow me to introduce 1/4 cup of flour, tablespoon at a time, like that. Okay, and this will get mixed in, beautifully mixed in.
Was the shittily mixed in?
Right, and when it's all crusty and gross, I didn't mean that. I just meant when it's dry as sand, our chicken broth shows up. And this will add little by little till we put 3 cups in. But when you add, you stir. Add and stir, add and stir. Oh man. This already is making me super happy. And the point of going slow is to keep away lumpiness. If you dump all the broth in at once, it's just not gonna work out very nice for you. Oh boy. And the rest. Give it, 3-ish minutes or so. Bring this to a little simmer, like that. Turn it down, I don't want it bubbling too much, and add a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. Stir this in, get it back to a simmer, and then give it, 3 or 4 minutes. We're getting so close. Well, this is coming along famously, isn't it? Let's add 2 things. We've not seasoned it with salt and pepper yet, so a good pinch of our BFF, and about a tablespoon of soy or soy paste, just for a little extra umami. Beautiful. And we mix. While it's still on the little bit of a simmer, we're gonna add one more thing, and that will be cornstarch mixed with a little warm water, or warm chicken broth, like that, and this will help thicken this. You don't want a wet pie.
That's what she said.
I don't think you do. Max, please. You can see already it's starting to thicken. All right, this we're gonna let bubble away for a second just to finish thickening, but we've got chicken to cut up, so let's grab the chicken and do that. And that's what we made. Yum. Beautiful. And it smells so good. And it's the same flavors that we have in this anyways. Now this is up to you. However you want to do. Oh, look it. Oh my God. So what do you like? Do you like to shred or do you like to cut?
You tell me.
Let's do this. So one of my favorite ways to cook chicken. So I'm just gonna do just a little dice on this. You know, little bite-sized pieces are gonna be fine. So you want about 3 cups of chicken. So won't be all this chicken, but
Santoku, perfect for dicing.
isn't it? Beautiful little knife. I love this knife. Fantastic. This chicken cooked really fast. It was maybe 15 minutes, I think. Hot oven, 4 1/4. Lots of olive oil. Use whatever seasonings you want to use, but I think it's just a winning way to cook a piece of chicken. Tell me when it looks like I got 3 cups. I think that's probably pretty good. All right, let's do this. I clean my place. We bring back the pan. It's glorious. And now it will be made even better by the addition of this chicken. Oh gosh. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let this cool down just a touch, but it's time for the dough. Very excited. That is store-bought pie dough. Let's roll it out a little thinner. I don't need it quite this thick. Oh, I just have to be so careful because the stuff rips easily. See this? See that? That's gonna piss me off. That's why you go, just take your time. So I'm not trying to turn this into a piece of paper. I'm just trying to make it just a little thinner. And here's what I need. This is what the pies are going in. So we need about that size. I got an idea. Watch what we're gonna do. You're gonna think it's crazy at first. People always put a circle on top of pie. Let's try something a little different. Any idea what I'm doing?
No idea.
No, that's good. I love a mystery. We got our lid pieces cut. Now we fill up our little ramekins. And you know, I went looking for those tinfoil round ones. You just can't find them. I don't know why. Now I'm doing this with only a top crust. If you wanted to put a bottom crust, you're welcome to. All right, when you get everybody filled up, it's lidding time. But put lots in. Here's the plan. We're gonna take these guys and we're gonna do this. Wait, I need an egg first. It's the world's largest egg. For a little color and texture, rub the outside with a little bit of butter just so nothing sticks. Now we do this. We're gonna take one of these guys, we'll anchor him to the side, and we're just gonna brush lightly. Okay, in my mind, this is a really good idea. As I'm doing this, I'm starting to question how this is gonna work, but I'm going with it because I have a feeling it's gonna be very interesting when I'm done. And much more interesting and pretty looking than the traditional way. And almost there. But it's actually fine if not everything is done because you need a little hole for steam to come out. These guys now are going on a baking sheet. Carefully, carefully, Sam. Don't F up now. I didn't get quite as much pepper as I wanted, so I'll just scatter a tiny bit more. My oven's at 350. They go in for probably 25 minutes until they're beautiful. But while they're cooking, we make a Pop Tart with chicken and pie dough. The Pop Tart begins the same way as the regular pie. A little flour, and we roll out our guy. Carefully again. What's going on here? What's all this business? What the F? What? Perhaps that's the reason you make your own. Oh well, not today. Again, we roll. So we need 2 relatively same size pieces. I'm eyeballing here, of course. I'm looking for 2 rectangles, with one being just slightly larger than the other one. And I'll show you why. Here's what we do. We take some of our pie filling, and we mound down the center, just like so. Make it as even as you can. Like, if it's not perfect, I don't think anybody's gonna cry. They're eating a chicken pot pie Pop-Tart, so they're gonna be so happy. Will it matter? No. And when you're there, we take the slightly larger piece, and over the top we go. Now, you want to snug it down. You don't really want a whole lot of air in it. Air won't be its friend when it's cooking, because we're cooking this in oil, not the oven. So try and seal as best as you can. I love this. It's ridiculous. And then we're gonna clean up the edges. So we go like this. Beautiful. But what we need to do is we need to take a fork and compress the edges together so it stays together. And when you're all done, you've got a Pop-Tart that just happens to have chicken in it. Let me get a pan and some oil and we'll cook. With our oil at 350 and our Pop-Tart ready to go, in we go. Beautiful. In we go.
Flavor fiesta in my mouth.
How do you not like that? It's gonna need to flip about the 2-minute mark. Should cook about 4 minutes. And now we just sit back and watch how beautiful it becomes. Time to gently flip our little guy over. Perfecto. 2 more minutes. All right, it's time. Gentle, gentle. Let the guy drip a little bit. We set him down on paper towels to dry. Give him like 2 minutes, then we'll bust him open. Well, it's
lovely, and if I don't eat it soon I might take it and warm ramen noodles up your then it's all downhill.
It's delicate and I think I need a bite. So see if I can do that. Oh, it's still nicely warm too. You think it's gonna be hot? It's only been in 350-degree oil for 4 minutes. Oh my God, it's so good. I want you to see the inside. I better just cut this for you. Oh, it's hot. Here's what you're dealing with. Oh my God. It's a chicken pot pie Pop Tart. Everything you've always wanted in a Pop Tart but didn't know you needed. Holy shit. But as good as this is, we're here for the proper ones. Let me get them. And there they are. Okay, this guy leaked a bit, which looks fabulous. I think this is much more interesting topping pattern than just straight across. It looks fantastic. I'm glad I did that. So tell you what, let's bust into one. Look. Oh. Oh man, this is what I want. All right, put a little piece of crust on it because that's the way it's got to be done. Okay. Let them cool first. That would be the wise thing to do. Absolutely make them. Oh my gosh. It is so good. The sage, the thyme in this. And that little bit of soy does not taste like a Chinese chicken pot pie. It just tastes better. So whether you make this one or the flat Pop Tart version that is now available at Cuckoo's Nest in Little Italy. The Little Italy food hall for the month of December. It comes with mashed potatoes. You gotta make chicken pot pies. Some version because it's the season. And they're so damn good. All right, everybody. It's very dark. We all have to leave. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hit the subscribe button on your way out.